From an outside perspective, it might be difficult to understand how a person can have concentration issues and still go into times of hyperfocus wherein they are extremely aware. Personally, this is something that I experienced myself. As far as I can tell, what defines my ability to concentrate is simple and mainly focused around one thing: my level of interest. If I'm interested in a subject, I can literally spend hours upon hours studying it or practicing it, depending on what it is. I become absorbed in what I'm doing. I've noticed that when this happens, I tend to focus in on one sense specifically in an unconscious fashion. The world around me becomes quiet as my brain assigns more energy towards whatever it is I'm doing. From the outside, it probably seems like I'm zoning out, lost in my thoughts. In a sense, this is true. It's less about being lost, though, and more about being consciously aware of what is going on around me. That seems to be the other key component to my ability to stay focused for hours on end when I'm alone. When I'm around any people, I'm constantly thinking about everything I do and say, everything they do and say, and whatever I was thinking about before, and it can be exhausting trying to juggle all those thoughts in my head. This is important to me because I know I don't always pick up on cues, so I'm very conscious of my actions and words. I also have problems with sensory input, so I get distracted by colors and patterns, sounds, movement, and especially by many people talking at once at a decent volume. Because of all this, being out in the public or being in a large group of people, any more than say 10, is extremely overwhelming and anxiety-inducing for me. It's a big part of why I rarely leave the house, and even more rarely spend time with people. It's not that I don't want to be around people, it's not that I hate the world, I just don't really like being super anxious all the time. I feel like I've spent my whole life wrestling with anxiety, and at this point it's hard to deal with any more of it. For me personally, everything tends to compound. Being out makes me anxious because the sensory overload is difficult to deal with. That anxiety makes me more aware of my actions, which translates into me obsessing with not upsetting anyone, which in turn makes me more anxious. Then I become aware that because I'm in such a high anxiety state, that I'm probably coming across badly to everyone around me, which causes more anxiety. You can see how it just kind of snowballs from there. With all of that happening and everything going through my mind, it's really not surprising that it's so hard for me to concentrate when I'm around others. In that state, hyperfocus would be incredibly difficult. At home, I'm in a controlled environment. If I need very little noise, then that's the way it is. If I want to stare at a screen for hours on end, working on something, I can do that without any interruption, without having to deal with anything that I don't want to have to deal with. I don't have to worry about what people around me are thinking if I'm alone. I don't have to worry about how my actions come across. It's freeing for me. Some people might find it depressing, but honestly, I would personally find it much more depressing if I had to constantly be in a high anxiety state. For now, this works for me, and that's what matters. Everyone has a different happy place, and my happy place is being alone. And I don't really think that there's anything wrong with that. So thanks so much for watching my video. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day. Hey everybody, Ultimate Oddball here. If you want to stay up to date with my videos, click subscribe. I release a new video on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do gaming commentary and review. I talk about my experiences on the autism spectrum, and I share my opinions and thoughts on a variety of matters. My hope is that, through my videos, I can help to dispel some of the misinformation, confusion, and negativity people have regarding autism. Thank you for helping me do that by watching these videos.